Okay, so you can speak in English now.
Okay. Another occasion that I remember Father, but that was before, when he was released from the prison for the first time. I remember I was sitting in the kitchen, and my grandmother, my father's mother, walks into the door, and behind her comes a man, all dirty, the hair uncombed, the the clothes hanging on him just like rags, dirty. And I take a better look at him. He looks like my father. No, he's one of those peasant or poor factory workers that were not very groomed, just walking on the street, going to work or back. Now that can be my father. And I take a better look. No, he looks like father. No, he can't be father. And then, I don't know, the thing is wiped from my memory, the time in between, but later on I look at him. Yeah, it is my father in a clean shirt, with his hair combed, with his shaved and clean and properly dressed. Oh, it was father. He was just somehow didn't look like father, but he was father. And at that time, everybody was scared of something, and that fear was like a weight, like in the air. People led normal lives. They did shopping, they cooked, they ate, they dressed, they went to work. But there was a
Gia, let me
fear.
interrupt. When you say people went shopping,
To the market.
to the market usually?
Yeah, there was a marketplace, and the peasants would bring whatever goods they had.
So that's where you mostly did your shopping?
Yes, for food, mostly in the market.
So were peasants planting their own food? Because there was a huge
Yeah, they
movement.
had very small food beds around their house,
Uh-huh,
because the fields were in the kolhosp.
right.
But they had tiny beds around their
So
house.
what people actually ate was primarily these personal gardens,
Yes,
and they would sell a few carrots and potatoes or
yeah,
whatever at a
yeah.
market.
You would go to the market and buy whatever, not what you want, what you plan to buy.
Right.
Well, usually you went to the market to buy potatoes or buy flour or buy
Mm-hmm.
things, but if there was something available that you could use
And could afford.
and could afford, you would buy
Right.
it. There were stores where you bought kerosene,
Were these
flour,
government stores or?
government stores where
Mm-hmm.
you could buy salt, kerosene, sometimes flour, sometimes bread, sometimes something else, but
Okay.
you would buy what was available.
So we
You
just
would,
have a minute left.
okay,
I know you were saying in the other languages, you mentioned that it was actually when you were 4 years old that you perceived
that I
this
perceived
heavy
that
fear.
oppression.
Yeah,
And when the Germans came, all of a sudden the air was cleared. People were not afraid.
right.
Like, it's hard to describe. They were doing same thing as they were doing the days before, but the air was more breathable. And I should point out that Germans were not very generous. They were a kind of brute.
Right.
A German could go to the market and just take the eggs from a peasant woman that was selling eggs, and walk away.
So
But
I think Babunya said, your mother, once told me that the difference was that the Soviets tried to break apart the community. They tried to make people suspicious of each other.
oh, that
And the
definitely,
lifting that she felt
definitely.
was because suddenly, under German occupation, people
We're
trusted each
unafraid.
other.
Yes, they opened up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like the air became more breathable.
All
There
right.
was not that heavy cloud weighing overhead of people.
Okay.